Hello everyone, today we are with Doki from G2's Esports and we are going to ask some questions about the Major and the European League Stage 2. So let's start with Charlotte. You played your first line together there in the US. How was the experience, especially being your first LAN? And how was the game against Team Liquid?
Hello, everybody. First of all, um, yeah, we played Charlotte as our first LAN together. It was okay, I would say. Like we got out of groups, we made playoffs, which was, I guess, pretty good for our first LAN. Um, I can't complain, but we obviously had some problems that crept up and made us perform like really bad, and I think definitely affected us near the uh, and our loss to Liquid was pretty hard, I would say, because I really think we could have beat them. Like, I actually thought we played well. Like, we just kind of choked a little bit. So it was a difficult time, but I'm glad we did it because it was kind of a good icebreaker for our first LAN together as a team.
Mhm. I want to review uh, the entire stage 2 with you. So yeah, the
Yeah,
beginning was not the best one. Was really bad, in fact. You went to lose your first three games against major contenders, including Wolves, Rogue, um, and you also eventually lost to M&M Gaming. How
yeah.
was the team feeling then, and did you know where you were struggling the most?
Um, I think it was definitely the kind of aftermath of the Charlotte major that made us play bad at the beginning of stage two. Like we had a lot of issues in the team. I won't go into detail, but that kind of really pushed us back a lot of steps compared to our stage one performance. Into a stage playing the top four teams for the major is like really difficult because they're all very good teams, and we have our struggles. So we found it very hard to kind of like after a loss, it was hard to like build back up because the next opponent was like, just as good, if not better. So like they were kind of like keep pushing us back, keep pushing us back. So it was like really difficult. Um, but I think that the look we didn't really care about making the major. Like that was never a goal. It never has been a goal. We just said that we want to like play every game individually and like win every game as they go on. So like we didn't care about the previous losses. We just cared that like every team shouldn't be at the bottom of the league. It should be at the top of the league. So we put in a lot of extra work and tried to claw it back just game by game.
Okay, so yes, your first victory of the stage came against Navi. Despite the victory, 2 days later, G2 Esports announced the team would terminate Shas' contract after the Berlin Major. Um, According to some tweets from players like Citizen, you didn't expect such a move. How was the decision welcomed by the players, and is there any chance we see Shas keeping his role in the hypothetical case that the team wins the major?
Yes, we were informed that Shaz's contract would be terminated. Sorry, it wouldn't be re-signed because his contract was running out or something. And it was a complete decision from the organization. And I think people need to understand that like this is a professional environment and this is our job, so it's not necessarily our choice to choose who is in our team. That goes for players as well. It is a managerial decision. The decision, well, obviously it wasn't a welcome decision because like we enjoy having Shaz in the team, we enjoy playing with Shaz, and he does a lot of work for us. But like I said to him, like I talked to him in private, and I said like he's been in the G2 team for like 4 or 5 years now. You know, it's been a long time in G2. Um, and I think maybe he is also getting a bit kind of like stale of G2. So maybe it is a good thing for both parties to kind of have a new fresh environment because from our problem from my POV, like, we had some disagreements and stuff as everyone does, but like I wouldn't say he was like a problem maker or a problem causer, not at all. So the decision was kind of a bit weird to us, but when you're in this job and you've been doing it for as long as I have, like things like that are just kind of you just gotta take it on the chin and go for it. If we win the major, I don't think Shaz's contract will be re-signed and he will stay with us because I think, as I said, the decision has been made. But you never know. Maybe we have some insane performance, insane turnaround, things change. I have no idea. I'm just as clueless as you are, so
Hmm.
I'm with you on that one. Same
Yeah.
boat.
Okay, cool. Um, yeah, so uh, back to the European League performances. Play day 5, you lost a fourth game against M&M Gaming. You were sitting in 8th place with just 3 points. Did you stop believing in qualifying for the major? You said that it was not an objective, but did you stop believing like, okay, it's impossible now, let's just think about stage 3, or what was the mentality?
I wouldn't say we thought about stage three, but we did say like, guys, there's no way we make the major. Like, there's no way we make it. So it's like, get it out of your heads. Just stop being depressed about it. Stop thinking about it. Who cares? Let's just focus on our next game. And that's literally what we did for every game until we eventually qualified for the major. Like, we just focused on our next opponent, game by game, game by game. We didn't think about like, oh, if we win this game, we'll make the major, or if we lose this game, we won't make the major. It was never a thought. We just said, right, this is our opponent. This is what we're going to do to try and beat them. If we win, fantastic. If we lose, then okay, next game, whatever. We didn't have a negative mentality. We didn't. When I say I don't care about going to the major, I do because I obviously want to go to every tournament. But we didn't care in respect to like it hurting the team. Like if we didn't go to the major, then so be it. We'll go to the next one, type of thing. And it's like that kind of mentality. And I think it's probably why one of the reasons, like the main driving force as to why we did well in the later games, because we didn't let our past results affect us.
Hmm. And we actually, well, we know that people can be really mean sometimes, and we know that hate is the trend in social media. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Prano deleted or disabled his Twitter account for some time. So a question arises here. How does comments or yeah, actions from viewers can affect a team like G2 Esports who has like some goals or standards?
Um, it's a weird question because for me, I don't care. Like I really don't care. You can say whatever you want to me. You can knock me down. I don't care. Like I only care about my opinion and the opinion of my teammates and my team. I don't really care about um the negative opinions of fans and stuff. Obviously, I want to support my fans and prove that we are a good team and for my fans, but their negative opinion doesn't affect the way I play. Like if someone's saying on Twitter like, "Oh, Doki is really bad. You should drop Doki." I'm like, "All right, well, you have no idea what you're talking about, so shut up." but I don't even take it into account. Uh, Prano deactivating his Twitter, I believe, wasn't to do with the stuff on social media. It was more of a personal decision with stuff going on in
Hmm.
his life. So um, I just don't. I just think he didn't need, extra stuff. He also doesn't really care. Like I think we all share that same opinion of like, oh, it's just people being people online. It's I've been playing online video games for like 15 years. I know what it's like to to be to be on the receiving end of something like that. So it's like whatever. I don't care.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And personally, I don't think, for example, Alemão cares either.
no,
Overall, yeah, I don't see you guys caring, but yeah, that's obviously a question that I think it's, important to have in mind.
no,
And
understandable.
yeah, and yeah, after, the first 5 games, something clicked, something happened, and then you started winning your games. Maybe it was the caliber of the position, I don't know. You won against Pounds, Outsiders, and Secret, which kept the hopes alive. Um, Final game against Heroic. I wanted to ask you, what did change in the team's, mentality or performance so you started obtaining those results? And how did you approach the Heroic game?
I mean, you're right. The teams we played are definitely worse than the teams we played at the first part of the stage. That's no secret. However, we did put in a lot of changes. Like outside of the game, we had a lot more theory work instead of just scrims and stuff. Like we actually took a lot of time to like think about our play style and the processes we take. So that definitely helped kind of restructure the team. We changed IGL from Prano to Citizen, so that was also a big change. Um, and I guess everyone's kind of like feeling a bit fresh on some rejuvenated roles and stuff. So that definitely helped. But I think like as a team, we didn't want to be sitting eighth place. You know, it's like we didn't want to be sitting at the bottom of the table, so we put the work in to make sure that we weren't going to be there because nobody wants to be there, and a G2 team doesn't deserve to be there. Um, so yeah, and for the heroic game, there was nothing special, nothing extra that we didn't do for the other opponents. It was just another team. We didn't care if we won the game; it would make the major. We didn't care if we lost the game; we wouldn't make the major. And I even tweeted saying that we have no pressure going into this game. Like really, we have everything to gain and absolutely nothing to lose because it is what it is. We accepted that we had a bad stage. You know, we played very bad. Although we pulled it back, like we weren't happy with our original performances, and if we need to rely on other teams for us to qualify for events, then no one wants to be in that team. Like it's just boring. So we said like let's do the work, and if we are going to make an event or qualify for something, like we will be the ones that do it, not someone else for us. You know. But for heroic, there was nothing too special. Just kind of looking at how they play, they play the same. I think they have a lot of problems as well right now. So like I didn't really think it was going to be a difficult game or anything. It's just another team. Like I don't know.
After the well, you had a really good game against Heroic, at least what stats tell us. Um, 12 kills, one of the best KOSTs in the game. I mean, it's just stats, it's just numbers. But we saw you very, very excited after the game. What was the feeling? You qualified then. Well, BDS could actually, steal that position, but it was very unlikely. Um, how was like yeah? How were you feeling?
I mean, we were obviously very excited, but I was just a bit confused. Like, how the hell have we won this game like so dominating? Like, it didn't even feel like a challenge. You know, like I'm not trying to disrespect the guys, but like I don't know. It was like we were really expecting a good game, you know, and it was just like a walk in the park. Like I don't know. Maybe we have just improved a lot, and they haven't, or maybe they have just gotten a lot worse, and we have just kind of gradually improved. But I don't know. Um, like we did our research to beat them, like as expected. Every team should do to beat other teams, but just didn't feel that they gave us that back in return. I don't know. It was just a really weird game, and I was kind of like, how have we won this game? I was like so confused. But I don't know. Yeah, of course we felt good because we probably made the major, and it's like one of the best comeback stories like in the history of EUL. So it was fun. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, Now focusing on the major. As chance would have it, you are facing Sonics in Super's final tournament as a player. That's a really interesting matchup. We know what's the deal between Alemão and Sonics, for example. How is he feeling? How are you feeling? Are you hungry for for a victory against the Americans?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Like if I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's like just the same again. It's just another team, you know. It's like it's just another team that we need to win against if we want to do well in the tournament. And I think Alamal has a lot of banter and stuff on Twitter, but he doesn't really like. It's not really who he is. Like, oh, he must beat Super because Super's this, blah 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 blah. He doesn't. I don't think he's even mentioned Super in practice, but when I see him on Twitter, he's constantly going at it, you know. So I don't know. He tweets a lot of crap, but I'm looking forward to playing Sonics. I really like the guys on that team. I like Super himself. I don't think I've played against him before. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to playing that team, and hopefully he'll give us a good game for his last tournament.
Hmm. And yeah, you're also playing against Sandbox Gaming and Face Clan. Um, they are you- they are very experienced lineups, especially in international competitions. Um, yeah, uh, earlier today I talked to cameraman, and he said that G2 is the team to beat compared to the other teams in the group. Do you agree with this comment? And do you think that FaZe Clan is the team that can make you struggle the most?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like FaZe Clan are definitely the best team in our group. I'm not saying Sonics or Sandbox are like bad, but I just think FaZe Clan are a step ahead of a lot of teams right now in the whole scene. So saying that they're not the strongest team would be foolish of me. Saying that we are the team to beat. Um, I understand where he's coming from because we've shown a lot of improvement recently. So I'm happy that teams are recognizing that and it's shown like some respect to us, which I really appreciate. Uh, but to say that we are the team to beat,
I
I
mean,
don't
he
know.
said
Like,
he said that Sandbox is going to bring new stuff, but not enough to, cause them
yeah,
problems. And he also
yeah,
said that they beat Sonics in at the Six Invitational, and yeah, they say that considering those aspects, they
yeah, yeah.
see yourself as the
No,
better
I
team.
I totally understand it because I think we play very fast, like which is very similar to FaZe. So there will be some conflicting kind of play styles there, which will be fun. And with Alamo on our team, we have changed our meta quite a bit, so we're not your default European team. You know, like we have some splashes of Brazilian and Latam meta in our playstyle. So I understand why they say that, and it's good. It's good to hear because I'm also looking forward to playing them. I think they're going to be a great opponent, and I just really hope we get some good games because for us, like whenever we get to go to these competitions, like obviously we want to do the best we can and we want to win them. But no matter what happens, like if you lose all the games, you're still playing against different play styles and you're taking a lot of experience and a lot of practice away from playing at these tournaments. So I've not played FaZe Clan before, so I'm really looking forward to playing them.
hmm And my final question, as we said before, G2's headquarters are like very close to the venue. Berlin is your city, is the team
Mhm.
city. Do you expect a different atmosphere with the fans there? Playing Berlin. Uh, how do you expect it to be? And does it add any extra pressure, maybe?
No, I wouldn't say it adds any pressure because, like I've just said, we've came from being hated on by everyone, and now everyone is supporting us. You know, so it's like okay, people are two faced, but but no, I'm really glad it's in Berlin and we were able to qualify for it. That would have been the most disappointing thing if we didn't qualify because it's our home kind of home turf. Um, and I think there's a lot of extra fans there that will be supporting us because when we go to Berlin to boot camp, you can see there's so many people that that are there who knows G2, who support G2. So I hope they all come along to the event, or those who are able to come along to the event and cheer for us. And I really hope that we can do you proud because I know we've let you down, but we are in a good spot right now, and we're doing extra work even now, like to make sure that we keep improving and we don't go back to where we were. So we promise you that we'll give you some good games, and yeah, we will never see. Maybe we'll make it far in the tournament.
Cool. Cool, cool, perfect. So that's it. Thank you for your time, Doki, and good luck with your screams, and see you in Berlin.
Yeah, see you in Berlin. Thank you.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.